welcome back to my channel. So I know I say this in every single video, but I'm really excited about this video because my Fenty Beauty package finally came in. So I obviously am wearing everything from the line right now. I'm really excited to share these products with you guys as well as my thoughts and feelings about them. I picked up about basically everything from the line minus a few tools, and I didn't pick up every shade from the highlighters or from the matchsticks. I picked up shades that I think would flatter me and suit my skin tone a little bit better than the others, but I did pick up the primer, the foundation, a couple of the tools, and the lip gloss. So that is what I'm going to be testing out for you guys in this video. This is going to be a first impressions. I'm going to show you how the products apply to my face, my first reaction to each product, and it also show you what each shade looks like on my skin tone if you are anywhere near my kind of medium olive complexion. So of course, let's go over packaging. You guys know I am a sucker for good packaging, and this line definitely did not disappoint me. Everything about this whole collection is really beautiful. I love that she kept everything really minimalistic and kind of nude tone, blushy tones. So first off, we have the matchsticks from this line, which are basically just cream sticks, whether it be a blush, a highlighter, or a contour stick. But this is what they look like. I think the packaging is so unique, so absolutely beautiful and simple, but I mean, it's so different. So you get this honeycomb shape with each of the matchstick, and they just look like this. But then the best part is that they all are magnetic, so they just kind of magnetize to each other. So if you're on the go, you can just throw a bunch of these in your purse and you know exactly, what they are and where they are when you are traveling. So this is the highlighter brush. You push the cap down like this, and this is your brush. Mine is a little dirty, obviously, because I just used it. But again, just a very clean, simple design, nothing too over the top. It just looks really beautiful on the vanity, and I love that she kind of differentiates between the color of the packaging. Even though they're all the same shape, they're all magnetic, you know exactly that this is a tool and this is a cream stick. The packaging to the powder highlighter is, again, that hexagonal shape. Actually, this one is octagonal. Duh, this looks like a stop sign in America. So the highlighters that come in the duo powder form is an octagon shape. Octagon, oh my goodness, I have been out of school for way too long. An octagonal shape, and again, Fenty Beauty on the front. The inside has a pressed logo on each of the shade, but the packaging, again, very simple, very clean. It's nice and thin and compact, great for traveling. The lip gloss, again, that hexagonal kind of honeycomb shape. I don't think this is magnetic. No, this is not magnetic. But yeah, you get a clear tube, you get a doe foot wand, which is pretty darn gigantic. And then the actual foundation and primer bottles are identical besides the color of them. So the primer has this really nice kind of pinky blush shade to it. It's a glass frosted bottle, and they both come with a really, really nice pump. So this is the foundation. This is my shade. It's a white cap, again with the pump. So we're gonna jump on over to when Lon looks a little bit scary without makeup on. I'm gonna show you how I apply the primer, foundation, all the cream products, the highlighters, as well as the lip gloss. And I also show you a couple of the tools that I picked up in action. So let's jump right over to that part of the video, and I'll come right back to finish up with this review. So the first product I'm starting with is the Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. It has a really nice smell to it, a little bit of a fragrant smell, but nothing too overpowering. So I'm really gonna concentrate this in the areas where my pores are a little bit more problematic. So definitely the sides of my nose, my actual nose, and I think that's pretty much it for me. But I am gonna just spread that thinly out towards the perimeter of my face so that everything else can lay on evenly. So let's take a close-up look at what the primer did for my skin. My skin looks the same actually with this primer on. I don't really see a blurring effect. I guess my pores around my nose area is a little bit more blurred than usual, but I mean, it really didn't retouch my face or anything. But let's see how well it does with the foundation, see if it lasts as long as my other primers. Alrighty, so let's move on to the product. I'm really excited to try out. This, of course, is her foundation. And on the back of the bottle, it says to shake well, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So again, it comes with a really nice pump. So let's pump some out onto the back of our hands. I'm gonna do 2 pumps to see how much it's gonna cover with this amount of the foundation. Let's see, I'm gonna dot this onto my cheeks. This might be too much. I really don't know what the coverage is gonna be like. I've seen a couple of reviews on this, and everyone has sort of a different opinion on how full coverage it is. Some people prefer lighter coverage as opposed to more full coverage foundations. So the coverage of a foundation is always a little bit more personal, depending on everyone's preferences. So I also did pick up the beauty sponge that is a part of this line by Rihanna, and so far I'm really loving the bounciness of it. I did wet this and then I wrung out all of the excess water like I would any beauty blender or beauty sponges. So it has 3 sides to it, this round side, this flat side, and then this flat side up top, which I don't know what that's gonna be for, but we'll find out. So I think I'm gonna just use the bottom of this like I would my beauty blender to bounce the foundation on. She did come out with a couple of brushes, one of them being a foundation brush, but I honestly have so many foundation brushes that I really didn't need another one in my collection. So I think I let this sit too long on my skin while I was busy blabbing about this sponge. Do you guys see what's happening? Okay, so the coverage in this foundation is not looking good right now, and I think that's my fault. I think because it is such a mattifying foundation, you're not supposed to let it sit for so long on your skin. But still, my other mattifying foundations don't do this. There's like weird streaks across my face. I don't know if it's this beauty blender or what's going on. You can even see like the beauty blender is all patchy because of the foundation. Okay, I think I might have to switch to a brush with this because this is not looking so hot. So we're gonna try that again. I'm gonna do a second layer of this, and this time I think I'm gonna buff it in with a foundation brush as opposed to the beauty blender or her beauty sponge. Okay, this is a lot better with a brush. I can see the blurring effect that it's supposed to give to my skin. Oops, that's really loud. And the color matches me pretty well. So here's a comparison of what my face looks like without foundation and with foundation. You can see that it does have a very nice blurring effect. I would say that this foundation is light to medium coverage because I still see my hyperpigmentation even with 2 layers of this foundation on. If you can compare it to my natural skin where there's a little bit of shine and just like a natural glow to it, this side is very matte and very flat looking. So it is a very matte foundation. So if you have oily skin, this will be perfect for you. But if you have dry skin, definitely try to exfoliate and really hydrate your skin with a good moisturizer before you use this foundation. But I'm gonna just apply the rest of this foundation that's on my hand to the other side of my face and even it all out, and I'll come right back to talk a little bit more about this foundation. So I am back with the foundation on both sides of my face. It's wearing really nicely. I haven't set it yet and I don't think I will because already it's set into my skin. I don't feel any kind of tackiness anywhere. It feels like it's setting in pretty quickly. But I think that the coverage is super beautiful. It's such a nice matte finish. This is going to be so perfect for the fall and winter months when you want your skin to be a little bit more mattified. I'm gonna hop off camera really quickly. You know what? I'm gonna do it on camera. I was gonna hop off camera and do my concealer, but I think I'm gonna give this sponge another try because I was a little disappointed in it. So I'm gonna use my concealer from the Sem. This is a Korean brand. I absolutely love this concealer. And use the other bouncy side. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this sponge. It doesn't have a pointy, top to it like my other beauty sponges or even the beauty blender. So it's hard to get right underneath your eye to get the concealer on or pat it out. I mean, it's not impossible, but it definitely is a little bit more of a challenge for me. So, I mean, it blended out the concealer okay. It wasn't my favorite beauty sponge, but let's just even out the other eye. feel like it soaks up a lot of the product. So instead of having a nice bright triangle, it's just this strip of concealer. So let's move on to the next product. I did pick up a few of her matchsticks. So these matchsticks comes in two different finishes. There are shimmer skin sticks as well as a matte skin stick. I picked up two of each, so I'm going to start off with the contour shade first. This is what it looks like, and it's looking pretty dark, so I'm a little bit nervous. It's very cool tone, which is perfect for contouring your face. You definitely want something a lot more ashy and cool tone. So first of all, let's roll up this bad boy to see exactly how much product you're getting. So this is it. This is all that you're getting in your product. You're getting 0.25 ounces. Which is pretty standard, I feel like. So I did pick up a brush from her line. This is the highlighter brush. So I think I'm actually gonna use this to apply the contour. It's angled, so it's perfect to get right into that contour of my face. So let's get it right into the hollows of my cheeks. Do you see how like ashy that shade is? This might be a little bit too gray for me. So let's cross our fingers that this just blends out. Oh, it blended out really, really easy. Okay, I'm less nervous now. This might be a little bit too gray for my skin tone. All right, let's try on a little bit more. This brush is actually pretty perfect for contouring your face. The angle just fits perfectly right in there, and it buffs out really nicely. This is way, way too dark and way too gray for my face. This might be a little bit of a mistake to pick up this shade. I don't know. I mean, we've gone this far, we might as well do the other side. It is really pigmented, you really don't need that much. I really do like this brush for blending out cream product. It's not the softest brush, which I think what makes it perfect for cream products is because it's a little bit rougher, so it grabs into the product a bit better to help you blend it out across your face. So let's move on to the other face products that I picked up. I did pick up two blushes from this matchstick line. I picked up Yacht Life and Ridic. Is that how you pronounced it? It's R-I-D-I-I-I-C. If you know how that's pronounced, please let me know down in the comment section below. But Ridic is this really beautiful like papaya coral color. I don't know why I picked this up, especially now that it's fall. Just swatch it right here next to the foundation. This is definitely a sheer cream blush. It looks intense right there because I swatched it pretty heavily, but these types of blush colors always are a little bit more sheer so that you can build up the pigmentation, but you can definitely blend this out and sheer it out. It feels really nice on the skin, really smooth and creamy, and it blended out really, really nicely. So it does blend out to be this like diffused papaya color. The other shade I picked up is Yacht Life, and as soon as I opened to this, I immediately thought of NARS's Orgasm blush. This looks identical to it. It's this kind of coral pink color with a lot of golden like sheen to it. It's this color right here, and I wish I had Orgasm next to me because I definitely want to see these two shades side by side. But I think this is what I'm going to use on my cheeks today. So I'm just going to apply a little bit. It definitely has a golden sheen to it, and then I'm just going to blend it out. Do you guys see that glow? That is so pretty, but you still get a hint of pink peeking through. This is a really, really pretty blush. That glow is amazing. I'm so obsessed. So this is the side without the blush. Let's focus. And then this is the side with it. That glow is so, so pretty. Look at that glow. That is crazy. I didn't think I would ever want a blush this shimmery and this glowy, especially right in the middle of my cheeks, but it actually has a really, really pretty effect. I mean, already I'm loving this product. Okay, so let's move on to the cream highlighter. I picked up the shade called Sand. So it definitely is a little bit lighter for my complexion, which is fine. Let's see how it blends out. It blended out pretty nice. Oh, it does have a nice highlighting effect. Oh my god, I really like that. It just cleans up the contour lines really nicely. These products blend out so easily. They're so buttery smooth and creamy. So the last face product I have is her Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. And I picked mine up in the shade Mean Money and Hustla Baby. I mean, the names alone got me. But I did shade a little bit. I used this earlier. I put Hustla Baby all over my lid. So the color on my lid is actually this highlighter. And then the rest of my eyeshadow is basically just bronzer. So Mean Money is pretty on its own. It's definitely a little bit more of a matte highlighter, if that makes sense, if a highlighter can even be matte. But compared to Hustla Baby, I just prefer Hustla Baby because it has more of a golden glow to it. So I'm just gonna use that same brush that I used with my blush and dip into Hustla Baby and highlight my cheeks. Oh my goodness. Do you guys see that? That is intense. Maybe I should have gone for a smaller brush. Oh my gosh. That is such a pretty golden glow. I'm just gonna pat that out a little bit because I have to go grocery shopping after this and I don't need to glow at the grocery store. Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm not kidding. I barely picked up any product for this cheek and it's so intense. I'm gonna take some on a smaller brush and highlight my nose. So the last product that I have to try is her lip gloss. This is her Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. So let's test out this bad boy. So I do like that it's a doe foot applicator. It's gigantic, first of all. I mean, compare it to the rest of my lips, it's pretty big. And it smells so good. What does it smell like? The Lip Smacker lip glosses that I used when I was younger, it smells like that. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like a dessert that I want to just devour. Okay, so let's just try this on. I have nothing on my lips right now besides a little bit of lip balm. So let's see how this applies. I think this just became my new favorite lip gloss. It feels so good on the lips. It's very, very thick, but it's not sticky. Like when I talk, when I press my lips together, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. I feel like I just have a really glossy lip balm on. It feels so nice. It's definitely a sheer gloss. It's not a very pigmented color whatsoever, but I think this looks really pretty on its own and I can't wait to wear it over a nude color. So let's finish up with this review. I'm gonna go over all the products that I just tried out to see if I would recommend them or not, or just suggest that you pass them over. So let's start off with the primer. I'm on Sephora's website right now because I can't remember how much I paid for anything. So the primer retails for $32 on Sephora's website and you get 1.08 ounces, which is a tiny bit more than your typical primer or any kind of products like this. Like foundation primers are usually like a little bit less than 1 ounce or exactly 1 ounce. So this one you get a little bit more. It is $32. It's of course a pricier brand, so I don't really expect the price to be that much different from any other higher end makeup product. So it says that this is a shine stopping pore diffusing primer that smooths the way for better foundation application and longer wear with an instant retouch effect. So the shine stopping, I obviously have only worn this for an hour, but so far there's no oils breaking through. I think it's an okay primer. It felt really nice going on my skin. It actually just felt like a moisturizer. So I don't know if I would really recommend this primer if you feel like you need a primer with your foundations, or if you're looking for a good mattifying primer. I mean, this one claims to be pore diffusing and mattifying, so this might be a good choice for you. But if you already have like tons of other primers that you like and you use, I would just say skip over this one and pick something else from the collection. So this was just so-so for me. Alrighty, so let's move on to the foundation. So the foundation, you get the exact same amount. You get 1.08 ounces, which is a little bit more than most foundations, so that's a thumbs up for me. And this retails for $34. What's amazing about this foundation is that it comes in 40 different shades. For a makeup brand that just released 40 shades of foundation is a huge selection to choose from. So it's described as a soft matte long wear foundation with buildable medium to full coverage in a boundary breaking range of shades. We can attest to that part. Soft matte, definitely true. It's a very matte foundation, perfect for the upcoming fall and winter months. Long wear, I don't know just yet, but so far it looks pretty good, especially underneath all the other products that I layer on top. I feel like especially when I layer a lot of cream products on top of my foundation, it breaks down a lot faster. But so far it's holding up really nicely and everything still looks really flawless and even. The foundation I really love so far. This is so pretty on the skin. So I really do enjoy the foundation and I would definitely recommend it. So let's talk about the matchsticks. We'll talk about the matte finishes first. Again, mine are in the shades Amber, which was the contour, and Sand, which was the cream highlight that I used. So you get 0.25 ounces and they retail for $25. I think that is a little bit of a higher price for cream products, but again, these are very pigmented, so I think they're definitely worth the price tag. You need very little bit of it to apply it to your face to get the pigmentation to show up. There are 20 shades just for the matte finishes in the matchstick line alone, which again is such a huge range of colors. But the contour stick was really nice. It blended out really nicely. The only problem I ran into was that it didn't match my skin tone, but that was my mistake, not the product itself. But the Sand shade I really loved. This is so creamy, it's brightening while still looking very natural. So these matchsticks are really great. So let's go over these shimmer sticks from the line. Again, my shades are Yacht Life and Ridic. I need to figure out how to say this word. So the shimmer finishes comes in, let's see, 10 colors, so it's a little bit less than the matte sticks. Again, these are so beautiful. I am obsessed with the color Yacht Life. So these matchsticks are definitely worth the money. I would highly recommend them to you guys. They were just really fun, very unique, and the best part, they're very user-friendly. They're just so easy to blend out. So next up, we have the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. These retail for $34, which is definitely a steeper price for a powder highlighter. So this line comes with, why can't I count? 6 shades. It comes with 4 of the duo ones and then 2 standalone highlighters. One is the yellow one in Trophy Wife, which I should have bought. I don't know why I didn't. I think that would have made a really beautiful eyeshadow if I couldn't use this as a highlighter. These, I think you could just pass up. I mean, you can definitely try it out and add these to your collection if you are a makeup enthusiast or a makeup collector or just someone who likes to spend their paycheck on makeup like me. Don't get me wrong, the shade Hustler Baby blew my mind. I mean, that glow is insane on my face right now, but I have highlighters that perform like this. This is definitely a unique shade, so I'll be keeping this in my collection. They're beautiful products. I think it's just a personal preference whether you need another highlighter in your collection, but I mean, the product alone definitely is worth the money. So the last makeup product we have is the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer. This retails for $18 and you get 0.30 ounces. I think this is definitely worth the $18. I know that's just kind of a ridiculous amount of money to spend on a lip gloss, but this just definitely was unique to me. I mean, I have lip glosses in this shade range, but this shine, the wear of it on my lips, how comfortable it feels is definitely worth the money. So last but not least, we have the 2 tools that I picked up. She did come out with some blotting papers and some other makeup brushes, but I really didn't think I needed that in my collection. So first off, we have the Precision Makeup Sponge, and this retails for $16, which I think is very similar or very comparable to the actual Beauty Blender. The texture is fabulous, very bouncy even now that it's dried out a little bit. I mean, still a little bit damp, but definitely a lot drier than what I started with. It feels so nice. I mean, it just feels like hugs on your face when you bounce it onto your cheeks. So it has a very, very nice texture to it. It's not too soft, it's not too hard, but I just hate the shape of this sponge. It doesn't do anything functional for my face. I think the only part that I used that was okay was this bottom part to bounce on the foundation. But even then, I mean, maybe it was the foundation already drying on my face, but it didn't blend out the foundation as well as other makeup sponges that I have, even ones from the drugstores. And the shape up here is weird. I don't know why she didn't just have this as a pointy edge as opposed to this bluntly cut edge across the top. It doesn't fit underneath your eye. It doesn't get into the corners of your eye. It doesn't get around your nose well. It was just not usable for me. I don't like it. And then the other tool that I picked up is the highlighter brush, and this retails for $24. It is a little bit pricier for a brush that is this size, but I definitely think that it pairs well with the matchsticks. It blended out the creamy formulas really, really nicely. It has a nice angle to it, so if you want to contour, this would be perfect for it. And I do like that it's packaged like this, because if I were like on the go or traveling a lot, I can just have a couple of these in my purse and do this in the car really, really fast with this brush. And because it just, like, you know, ships down and then encloses like this, it's very hygienic. I don't have to worry about it getting dirty in my makeup bag. So it's really up to you whether you think this brush is worth $24. Alright guys, so that was everything that I had to share with you from the Fenty Beauty line. If you have any questions about this collection or any of the individual products that I picked up, then please let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.